had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Ready! Panther Street! Panther Street! Go check! Go check! Go!
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Buffalo 18! Warriors 17!
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Al throwing on first down here. Buying time to his left. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may...
Touchdown! Curtis Samuel from 4 yards out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Elliott running right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Check smash, check smash. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60.
In motion goes the tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles. And that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, here's Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Elliott. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
60 Bison.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Okay,
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
70 Rangers, Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one quickly to Lamb. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Hurt.
In motion, the tight end.
7 Pirates. Ready.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Got it. Ready? 70 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Riggs. 18 Pioneer. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They'll try and throw for it here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because...
Touchdown, Washington! Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Howell, 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. They'll go again with Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll go play action. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And they'll run the option to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On the counter, Gibson.
And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here, Howell.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Howell ran it last time. Now he's going to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
from the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
7 yards there and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 17.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Seven Pirates.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 8 now.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
19. 18, 5 in. 65 yards, 65 yards. 19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action here on 1st down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Shot 60. Dragon 60. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Hot 70. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Slide for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their four-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Chop alert, chop alert. Let's go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. A give to Elliott running left. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
No, no. Ready.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Stopped at his tracks by Chase Winovich. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
so for Washington.
The win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And